Hi Scorpio, I'm here to do your special on Venus's transit through Cancer, all right, which will take place from the 17th of July, or started on the 17th of July, and will go till August 11th, okay, when it enters Leo. Around the same time, the very next day, there will be a full moon on August 12th in Aquarius, okay, and it will be approximately around 19 degrees in very close proximity to Saturn, okay, which is in retrograde, which will be headed towards the moon, okay. So you know they're so close, and Saturn's such a large planet that the moon moves so quickly that I would nearly consider those conjunct, because the power of Saturn with the moon is pretty heavy. So that will be following in your fourth house of home. So there may be some heightened emotions due to the changes, which will be kind of, kind of jarring for some people, all right? For others, they've felt them coming for a long time, okay? So this is more like, this is not any kind of, this is more like a weather report, and a check-in with your own. It's kind of like regaging compasses here, okay? It's kind of how I perceive what I do here. All right, and that said, it won't resonate for all of you. If it doesn't resonate, check your other placements, and definitely check other readers whenever necessary. This was also because I don't usually do a special on Venus, but I am because of this large pattern in the sky, which forms a grand square. At the same time, we also have some grand trines in the square over the period, okay? They will affect the entire zodiac, especially because we have outer planets involved, all right? Specifically opposing your sign in your seventh house of partnership, okay? In Taurus, in the sign of Taurus, the north node. You have the south node, all right? Approximately at 19-20 degrees in Scorpio at the beginning of this transit, okay? At the beginning of the transit, Mars was about 10 degrees away from the North Node and Uranus, which are in Taurus, okay? They are closely approaching a conjunction, okay, for the first, okay? You're going to feel a lot of, there's a lot of brilliance on offer and electrical kind of impulse and revolutionary change here occurring in your seventh house of partnerships, which the seventh house of partnerships has been affected, okay, from Uranus entering it, okay, since about 2018, 2019. However, it is now in almost to the third decan of Taurus, all right? So you've been undergoing radical change. However, now it's meeting up with the North Node, pointing to the future path. So that radical change and revolution that's occurring, can go through cyclical patterns of change again. If you think about Uranus going through Taurus, the last time it did so was the Roaring 20s. So there was obviously a lot of changes during that time. Okay, will it be making the same aspects? No, because outer planets are in different places. However, when you get Mars meeting up with Uranus, all right, which Mars is very, very close to doing so, all right, you have the drive and determination, as well as, the firepower, all right, to really power that engine of change. So I expect that you guys feel a lot of energy and a lot of work and a lot of things going on in the house of partnership, which can affect your marriages. It can affect any kind of partnerships to do with business partnerships and contracts, okay, therein. It can affect anybody that you form a close bond and alliance with, okay, that is on a deep scale, whether that be a business partnership or a marriage, okay. It can affect contracts, all right, and you have Saturn, okay, in your fourth house of home, okay, which is Aquarius. I'm sorry. Let me just turn this off. Hi Scorpio, I'm back. Anyways, I wanted to go over with you, when I take a look at the 17th, okay, which is when the aspect first began, all right, there's already an opposition between Uranus and the true node pointing to the future, okay, and your first house where the south node is, and Scorpio. So again, there may be like a time of massive transition here with your partnerships and your marriages, okay, that may also, have critical ties to the fourth house of home, all right, since Aquarius rules the cusp of your fourth house, okay, where Saturn is. So you may have I don't want to say maybe a homebody, but you may be engaged in a lot of duties around the home. And additionally, there was a opposition between Pluto and the Sun and Ceres, okay, which were in latter degrees of Cancer. So there may have been issues around a mother or mother and son or mother and child here playing off somewhat around that time, okay, that came to the fore. You know, some of you may have concerns around your mother for one reason or another as well, okay. Her health, whatever, you know, various things of this nature. But there is going to be a huge push, okay? And if you are a mother figure, you just may have, you know, some duties here that we're playing off in house and home, crossing your 4th and 10th house cusps, okay, around this time, okay? Depending, you know, that could affect your career and or home life here. A little bit, okay, around the time of the start of the transition, okay, of Venus through Cancer, okay. You also have a lot of positive energy in Cancer, all right, and Cancer rules the cusp of your 9th house, okay. So, you know, issues of exploration and exploration of the mind, all right, philosophy, things of this nature, you might find especially beautiful around this time. Okay, during the transit, you may find a lot of beauty and pleasure and, you know, possibly even profit if you are a professor or you are engaged in higher learning of any kind or any kind of exploration or travel around this time, okay. They may be tied to themes according to the houses that Venus runs, and for you that would be the 12th house, okay, of spirit, all right, and also things that are kind of done in the dark. So you may have projects that you're working on in the dark or are not all out in the light for one reason or another, tied to your income. Or tied to your income sources or legacy, inheritance, and things of this nature, okay? There is a massive push forward here with the energy of Mars that's going to be forming a conjunction with Uranus in the North Node, the future path. You've certainly felt it coming on for quite some time. However, you'll have a big drive to push it forward around this transit, okay? And this is something that, you know, again, because Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius, could tie back into home as well as career for whatever reasons, okay, that plays out for you. Also, Mars is your Greek Hellenistic ruler, so you will have impacts for whatever goes on your house of self, okay? And the first house here will still be a factor. It's like this major conjunction and grand square in the sky and the various trines happens to hit on all your apex points, okay? By that I mean, you know, your houses of your 4th house, your 10th house of career, your 4th house of home, your 7th house of partnerships. That is business partnerships as well as marriages, okay? Any duties relating to those. For some reason, there's a massive tie-in here. And going through August and this transit, you're going to have a big push forward with some change in contracts, okay? That will be towards the future path. And certainly as a Scorpio, you're very intuitive. So you already feel where the change and drive need to head and be, okay? That said, with the South Node in your sign, there's obviously a pull on the past. However, you know, you can also, the thing is to use the gifts of the past, okay, to channel into the future. And I do see it as a very transformative time for you guys, okay? You're pulling here with the sword, which I think like 3 other signs pulled the sword. I'm just pulling your oracles while I take a look at your chart. The sword corresponds with 25 degrees of Libra to 8 degrees of Scorpio. If you know anybody else that's born or has major sun, moon, or rising around that time, they could be a factor for you. If you are born in the first decan, thereabouts, of Scorpio, this may be particularly also powerful for you. It came out with Ishtar ruling Pisces, okay, with the goddess Ishtar, and Ishtar drove a chariot that was driven by lions. So I'm getting Leo themes here, which Leo themes have been popping for you for quite some time. If you're involved with a Leo or you just have a lot going on with a Leo, or you have a lot going on in your career, because Leo rules the 10th house cusp of your career, Scorpio. So things to do with your career for one reason or another, especially during this cycle, may go through some major changes and transitions. And some of the changes and transitions you have will be felt on a personal nature, with Venus ruling your 12th house cusp, okay, where Libra sits, if you're a true Scorpio rising. Additionally, you know, with your 7th house being let off here, okay, which is Taurus, which is also ruled by Venus. There's a lot of Venusian themes here that can play off, okay? And I feel like, you know, you are in a time of almost like a rebirth and transformation here. Insofar as partnerships and major duties to do with partnerships, marriage, career, there may be some massive change or transition, and there may actually be something that occurs around this time, whether it was expected or not, okay, that you are called to duty, all right, in regards to major contracts, marriages, and partnerships in your life, okay, because the drive towards the future is sitting there with the North Node in conjunction with these things. So you may have a lot of drive to complete and finish some projects. It's funny, you just pulled Melania Trump, and I've never pulled that card, and I pulled it twice in this series. I feel like I just pulled it for Virgo. You're also pulling with Lena Dunham, all right, Ernest Hemingway, and Mata Hari. Okay, I'm going to put these over here. I will pull clarifiers on them. I'm pulling these modern, like, archetypal themes as well as traditional themes, because with the Venusian transit, you may be like grappling or dealing with Venusian-like figures of this nature in one part or another in your life, and or grappling with your own perceptions in regards to Venus or Venusian-like figures of this nature in yourself around this time, okay? Especially with these major transitions that are occurring, and Venus's not conjunctions, but sextiles at various points with Mars, okay? Mars also rules your 6th house of service. So I feel like there's a lot of duties with service here going on at this time, okay? Around the time of the conjunction with Uranus and Mars, you know, there can be, you know, issues in regards to the head, neck, throat, arteries, things of this nature, especially with Mars there, since Mars rules Aries, which rules the head, and especially since it is in your 6th house. If you suffer from migraines, they may be worse around this time, around the time of the conjunction. You know, if you suffer from any issues with blood pressure, or somebody around you does, you know, these issues, you know, because of the square, just may get a little more tense. So definitely make sure you take care of yourself and don't get your nerves or your body frayed too much, because there will be a lot of electricity with the power of Uranus and Mars together with the North Node. Okay, so just recognize when you're burnout or tired, especially if you're working on things around the home. Okay, Saturn can rule the bones. Okay, and it will be in square to Uranus and Mars. So you know, you just want to be careful of any injuries that can, you know, be avoided with a little care, and making sure that, you know, everybody's well rested. If you're engaged in projects using machinery or things of this sort around the house or home, okay, around this time for you and your mates, okay, or at work, because this can have to do with partnerships dealing with work as well. That said, overall, I see this as a very good transit and conjunction, although I see a lot of changes going around the zodiac, which are impacting the entire wheel in one way or another. And even if you're not engaged in a really big change right now, someone around you or your immediate networks may experience some rather large changes, okay, at this time. However, because of your aspects with your 7th house and playing off your 10th house and 4th house cusp rulers, I feel like you guys are one of the signs that is engaged in a major time of transition here in your lives right now, okay? It's not something that's just going to come about, but it may have some big push forward or some event that, like, kind of, you know, shakes it up a little bit or drives it forward a little bit more for you. Okay, furthermore, you may be dealing with parental issues at this time of one sort or another. If you caretake for a parent, you may need to do more for that parent, or that parent may just be on your mind and become one of the duties that you need to watch out with around this time, okay, because Ceres, okay, is going to be moving into Leo during this season. And you're pulling here with the mirror, the crone, the mirror, and the shapeshifter. Okay, and let me just take a look at this real quick. Anything, you know, anything that you have in Scorpio or Pisces will be trining this Venus transit. Okay, so that'll be an area of ease, as well as an area where it's, you know, you have latent talents that can be employed or brought to the fore. All right, sometimes we ignore trines because it's an easy thing for us, so we kind of like glide over them. But this is a time where you definitely want to tap in to the trines you have in your own chart, as well as, you know, anything trining with Venus, because it can wind up benefiting you in the other areas that Venus rules. And you will have trines to your ascendant in Scorpio, or your sun, or your moon, or whatever you're in here listening for, okay? And various other aspects, okay? You know, at the end of the transit, Venus will end up trining Neptune, okay, which is a higher love, and also going to be a time of, you know, kind of spirituality as well as beauty, and it's kind of the higher octave of love, which will be great for creativity, okay. And yeah, if for you it rules the 5th house, so romance might be especially nice, all right, towards the end of the transit for you, all right. You may reach, like, I don't want to say a higher love, but a higher state of love with the one you're with, or anybody new that you pursue at this time. Romance may have a rather dreamy and Neptunian quality, all right? Sexual relations may have like a rather dreamy and Neptunian quality to them. And Juno is also, Juno, which is the wife of Jupiter, is also, the asteroid happens to be in the latter decan of Pisces as well. You are pulling here with Pluto and Rebirth, okay, and the IC line, okay, and your IC line is this is crazy. Your IC line, if you're a true Capricorn, I'm sorry, Capricorn, your IC line is right near, is right at the line, if you use whole sign houses, okay, of the Capricorn and Aquarius line between the 3rd and the 4th house, okay, unless you move your line depending on if you're using equal or whole sign houses. Nevertheless, it's right between your 3rd and 4th house. So you're pulling here with that aspect, Pluto and the IC. Okay, so this is like pretty major for you, and it is like a large rebirth, okay, of home for you at this time. And it's also going to affect your career, because Pluto opposes the line between where your IC is, okay, so opposing, you know, Capricorn opposes Cancer, and Aquarius opposes Leo, okay, and it is teetering near the end of that, and it will actually enter Aquarius next March, okay, and then it will go out because it'll go into retrograde, and then it'll go back in, and then it'll stay there for quite a long time, over a decade. So, you know, it's going to be a time of massive transformation for your career, okay, as well as for your home and communications, and you're undergoing that transformation right at your root, okay, which is like where life force enters, okay, which is where, you know, sometimes it's now you're pulling with yourself, Scorpio, which is right where life force enters, okay, so it's pretty powerful when it crosses your IC line, which it will be doing for you guys, all right, and you are pulling with Venus for the Venus transit, okay, which says beloved. So I do feel like there's some major transformative energies here on offer for love, although there are tensions and massive change and transition. You know, those of you that are single can meet somebody that greatly affects your love life, all right, that you wind up settling down with and having a very deep and loving and passionate relationship with, okay? For those of you that are already coupled, you know, and happily coupled, you can go through a major transformation of your home and your partnerships, all right, that will take place, all right, deeply affecting your root, okay? You can have children grow up and leave the home over this Pluto cycle. Okay, you can have massive just transformations of one kind or another. You can welcome grandchildren and different things of this sort, okay? Pluto being the modern ruler of Scorpio, I expect it to go off rather well with you because you deal well with massive transformation that's internal and the powers of Pluto. For, you know, for others, sometimes dealing with a Pluto transit through the 4th house can be, or the 10th house, or any of the major houses, 1st, 7th, 10th, 4th, can be rather difficult. But for a Scorpio, because you work well with the energies of Pluto, it can be pretty good. That said, there will be a loose trine and a trine between this Uranus and Mars thing and Pluto. And because Mars is your Hellenistic ruler, I see that as a very, very positive trine. That's very auspicious for you at this time. But again, massive transformations in your life, okay, in regards to 7th house and 4th house issues, okay, may be coming about. Whether you're happily married or not, if you're happily married, you're hitting another new phase in your marriage. If you are uncoupled, you can bring a new partner into your life that will be very, very deep and long-term and or transformative, okay? Make sure you pick positive Pluto partners. Additionally, let me just take a look at this on the this square off. If you have the moon will form a will be in Aquarius towards the end of this transit, and then it will have a full moon, you know, which is very close to Saturn on the 12th. You know, a day after this transit ends, and you know, Venus reaches its cusp in Leo. So that said, it's going to be a very big month for you. I see it as a good month. You're definitely, I see all Scorpios in a time of some major transition and change. How it affects you all is also going to be dependent on where your own planetary aspects lie. Okay, but I do see a lot of healing on offer here. If you've experienced any problems with your body, there is healing on offer, you know, with your body, especially with Mars also ruling Aries, which is your 6th house. However, you also need to be watching out for like putting in a brand new routine. Like you get this drive to put in a brand new routine and totally, you know, reorient your physical body here, okay? You know, you need to be careful of being a weekend warrior, you know, and injuries around this time of going too strong or doing something like this where you could experience an injury because of laying it on too thick, okay, if you're not in shape for it or of one sort or another here, okay? You also need to be careful with, you know, if you have any health issues, they can kind of exasperate or get a little bit larger with Jupiter going through the 6th house, okay? Also your duties insofar as service can get a little bit larger, but also the accolades you receive for positive service can also get a little bit larger, okay? You know, Jupiter is a positive planet in general, okay? Ruling Pisces, okay, which is again your 5th house. So somehow here, you know, romance, children in the 5th house could be also tied into your 6th house during this time. You know, additionally, it rules Sagittarius, and you know, that is your 2nd house of income. Okay, so something that you do service related here, especially if you are in the police force, the military, or anything of this sort, or in hospitality and tourism, or any kind of service related field, you can benefit from at this time, okay, income wise as well as project wise, if you're working on a new creative project there, okay, rearranging the ways things are done in the service industry can be positive for you at this time, okay. That said, you are pulling here also with Protectiveness, Red Garden, and Miss Sunshine. Somebody else got Miss Sunshine, which I rarely ever pull. I feel like maybe it was Virgo. Red Garden I've never pulled, and Protectiveness. So again, with this Protectiveness, I'm getting this strong vibe that some of you, you know, this is a very Cancerian theme, okay? Cancer is the natural placement for the fourth house of home, and Cancers are very protective around their home and their nest, okay? And these vibes, beautifying your home and nest, may be at the center of your thoughts and of part of this transformation and work that you're doing, or projects that you're working on throughout this transformation. Even though you have a lot going on with contracts and marriage and work, you may also be, you know, focused on beautifying your home. Definitely make sure any workers are insured that are working in your home around the time of this conjunction, certain times of this conjunction, because, you know, injuries can happen, unexpected injuries can happen, you know, or little upsets, or you may have something happen in your home which suddenly requires that you work on your home or get workers to address certain issues that you've had in your home at this time, okay? I do feel like there is, here with the visitor and the mirror, there may be visitors to your home due to celebrations or something going on in Leo season here, all right, that occur for you, okay? You pulled the lunar mansion for the cusp of Gemini and to 0 degrees of Cancer. All right, so you guys may have actually had a visitor come in, all right, to the home or stay with you, or you may have a visitor coming in for one reason or another. And again, like I said, if there are issues with parents, you know, you may have a parent come stay with you for a little while, if there's, you know, or something of this sort. With Cancer ruling your 9th house, you may also be traveling or considering traveling, whether that be for work or like something urethral and very 12th house like. You could also plan or engage in around this time or be thinking about. All right, Cancer can be pretty protective around these 9th house matters, so you may be like very cautious when you travel around this time. All right, I feel a little bit more protective when you travel for one reason or another, Scorpio, that you kind of make your home in the sky wherever it is, okay? Or you may have people come visit you. You're also pulling here with Athena and the mirror and the crone, okay? And the shapeshifter here to me is just very reminiscent of this massive transformation that I see in your chart playing out over this time, which may have some giant leap forwards or big push forwards due to the drive with Mars for you right now, which play out and happen to hit other access points, all right, with squares. Okay, those can be challenging. Your nerves can feel frayed, and may be important to make sure, you know, this may be a time that you actually want to try other things that you haven't tried, like yoga or meditation or something of this sort, especially can be calming right now. Okay, you're popping here with the 2 of Cups. You also pulled Athena corresponding with Gemini. Hang on one second. And, you know, Gemini has, you know, is on the cusp of your 8th house. Okay, you may have some dealings with somebody that is a Gemini, or between the beginning of the cusp of Taurus and the cusp of Cancer and Gemini, okay, or some dealings around that time, okay, just looking at the general chart positions here that come up during this Venus transit, okay. And if you have placements in Gemini, or anybody important to you with Gemini placements, you may have a particular connection with them, or they may look up to you at this time. I see it here popping with the crone, and sometimes that's somebody older and wiser, whether they're alive or not, okay, that is giving you a great deal of wisdom, or that you look up to. And they, you know, they may not be older, but I see you tapping in here with it like a kind of warrior spirit with this crone here attached, okay? And you may feel a close tie to ancestors right now around this time, especially with Pluto and, you know, nearing your IC line. That can make you feel very in touch with the underworld, okay? Or the other side, or whatever you want to say, or however you want to call it here, okay? I see with this visitor and the mirror, okay, that they're, you know, whether this is a mate or somebody else around you, okay, especially tied to any Cancerian themes and Venus here, because there is a picture of a moon on here, okay, that you may have like, you know, a twin flame or a child or, you know, your own parent here or somebody here that you feel like you're mirroring each other, or there's some sort of mirror, and that mirror makes you go into an inward reflective place here that comes about as part of your own transformation, or kind of fills you up here on a spiritual or emotional level, okay, because you're popping here with the red garden, and I feel like there are themes here, and I've never pulled this card, that are going to pop up for you, especially with Cancer being on the 9th house, that like, you know, you're getting some sort of richness or enrichment here from pieces of philosophy or 9th house exploration or higher matters. And if you're not traveling, they may just be travel of the mind, okay, because it also rules, you know, philosophy and things of this matter and higher learning. You may be like, you know, picking out books at the bookstore that you've never picked out before, or, you know, looking to study or read or watch or learn about some things that you've just never really explored before, okay, and they may be particularly enriching or rewarding to you at this time, okay. There may be things of this sort that you find particularly beautiful, okay, in addition to Cancer-like themes that you're just kind of popping into that are a great source of beauty. And beautifying your home can also be one of those things that plays out, okay. You know, there may be, you know, some oppositions with Pluto, all right, that bring on some deep and transformative conversation, okay, with the 3rd and 4th house, you know, 3rd and almost 4th house cusp being activated here, okay. You may have communications which are deeply transformative with important people in your lives, whether that be a mate or a partner or things of this sort, okay, which are kind of transformative over this period, okay. Particularly they may have to do with Venusian themes or the houses or Venusian figures in your life here, okay. But I do see, I love seeing this shapeshifter here, okay, for you, all right, because I do feel like there's this massive transition, okay. And you are also pulling here with coherence and alchemy, which I'll read at the end, okay. You know, and you pulled with the Magician here. So I feel like there are a lot of new things that you're trying to manifest here, because here on this mirror aisle, we have the Ace of Cups, the Magician, Death, there you are, and the 6 of Swords in reverse. So there literally could be some things that you're returning to, or some things that you are transitioning away from to move to calmer waters. And because of the squares, I'm feeling that with the 6 of Swords in reverse, you may feel resistance towards other placements in your own chart, or other people or energies around you that, you know, are not as ready for change as you are, okay. And this may be one of your challenges, is to tap in and try and help the process along here in one sense or another here, okay. Furthermore, you may be lamenting on moves to calmer waters, okay, kind of to do with a transition here, although I see like overflowing love and creativity with this Ace of Cups, a whole new beginning here, okay, that you are definitely trying to tap into and manifest here with the Magician. Again, this is Mercury and Virgo-like energy, okay, Virgo ruling your 8th house, your 11th house of networks, okay, and, you know, there will be trines between Jupiter and Chiron and everything that moves through Leo, okay, which can bring a lot of joy and abundance in, okay, and again, play off those other houses here. On your first line, you have the 2 of Cups, okay, that's the 6 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. Again, I feel like you and another significant person, whether that be a partner or mate, are, you know, having a very, there's some sort of victory here of some sort or another over a massive change, and it doesn't have to happen over this transition, but it may get further along over this transit here. And I see you involved in contracts or collaborations on how to emotionally fulfill yourself or go forward going over. And then again, I see an emphasis here on 9th house matters, as well as like your home and this protective nest here that you're trying to form and like reborn, or is becoming reborn in one way or another. Some of you may have transitioned in careers or really changed your careers over the course of COVID for one reason or another. Okay, for those of you that are, you know, you could have started working from home or things of this nature. Some of you may be going through bigger transitions than that, forming new partnerships, leaving old ones, all sorts of things here can take place over these transits, okay? And major steps in that process or drive forward, okay, can occur over Venus's transit, especially with the aspects that are occurring in the 7th house, okay? I do feel like with this Matahari, all right, that like you can definitely tap into a lot of seduction here, and some of that may be foreign in nature, you know, for whatever reason. Even if you're at home, you may have like a flair, a romantic flair for the foreign here, or like different ways of doing things. Like you may want to take a belly dancing class or something of this sort, okay, that kind of lights your fire in the 5th house areas, okay, which are trining off, okay, with your with Pisces, okay, for you here, all right, that may be of significance, all right, for you and your mate. You may just like want to go to foreign restaurants to eat more on your date nights or things of this sort, okay, but there's something here with, or see a performance that you wouldn't normally see, or something of this sort here, that's a rather sensual and of romantic nature here, or a project, all right. With this Melania Trump, it says, you never know when you may wake up to a president. Don't betray yourself in favor of your marriage, and keep your friends close and your family closer. This may be themes as well as like a prominent couple here that's in your life that either you're a part of or appears here that mirror aspects of this relationship in one way or another, or these Venusian qualities that you're grappling with, whether it's your parents, okay, or whether it's somebody else here, all right, or whether it's you, Scorpio, okay, that are just kind of going over these issues, okay, right now. Lena Dunham is here. It says, everyone forgets you except you. It's okay to play hide and seek by yourself, and don't be afraid of standing on the shoulders of your parents, okay? Then I also have Ernest Hemingway here. Treasure those seconds when you felt your heart beating. Don't allow any tourists into your own private Paris. To love someone and mean it is a rare and valuable thing. And I do think that there's a lot of transformative energy and positive energy with some trines here with Venus and the moon and Pluto that are going to be occurring, as well as a Venus opposition to Pluto here, okay, bringing love to the fore, a very intense, almost 8th house kind of love, which Scorpios revel in to begin with, as the natural, you know, house placement for the 8th house. You know, you're all about that. So, but I feel like there's more time or something surrounding treasuring that right now. And again, I'm getting this vibe here of a power couple of some sort or another, all right? As well as a feminine figure here, all right? And then I'm also getting this foreign flair, which makes sense with Venus transiting your 9th house, whether you're traveling, planning travel, or just traveling of the mind and opening your mind to other things that you don't normally do, whether they're on a religious, spiritual basis, cultural basis, or something of this sort here. I think that you're finding beauty and things that are offbeat. At the same time, I see like a protective nest around that, with Cancer being there with some regular Cancer traits here. And I see it like playing out again with this, like, don't let Taurus into your own private Paris. And for some of you, your own private Paris may be your home right now. For some of you, it is. And for others of you, if you are traveling, you may like prefer Airbnbs over hotels at this time, or places with a lot of people. I'm just getting that vibe for you, okay? For some reason or another, I'm just getting that message. Give me this Melania Trump here. On this Melania Trump, this may be something you're leaving here, okay? Or guarding against, all right? And if you have had an increase in income or something like this, you may just be trying to separate yourself or take a break from, literally, some of you may be taking a break from politics and the news right now. That may be something that's occurring for you. Okay, others of you may be trying to take a break from superficiality, okay, in one way or another, and trying to also transform anything you deem superficial about yourself as well, in any form or another, because I see here on this Melania Trump, the Ten of Wands in reverse, and indicative that you're dropping baggage related to something here. To do with this, a Seven of Wands, which, you know, implies that you're on higher ground here, all right, and blocking this baggage for some reason, which is a good thing. I see it as a good thing. And then you have the Page of Cups. So you have the Page of Cups sandwiched between that is the Seven of Wands. So I feel like there's this air of dropping superficiality, okay, and position for exploration into the philosophical. And for some of you, that may have to do with your own stereotypes about certain things that you're just trying to like drop and explore here, or open your heart to more here, I feel, with this vibe, especially with the Page of Cups, which can be it can be a love offer, or a crushy like feeling, okay? But with the Seven of Wands, I feel like it's blocked. And with the Ten of Wands here, I feel like if this is somebody of this sort, if you guys were dating somebody of this sort, that you felt like was just into your status rather than you, I see you blocking this person out, okay? And instead favoring exploration of things that are kind of different and light you up in different ways right now. I see that with the Page of Cups here, especially when it's, you know, the Seven of Wands is guarding out this dropping of baggage. If you had a relationship like this where you felt like it was rather kind of superficial, I see you dropping that, or looking to transition your own relationships away from that if it felt like that in any manner, okay? That's just the vibe I'm getting for you right now, Scorpio. Give me this Ernest Hemingway. On this Ernest Hemingway, again, I feel like you guys are maybe, like some of you literally, I don't know why I'm getting this vibe, that you may be like reading or studying philosophy or looking into things, and for whatever reason I'm getting reading more than reading or study here greatly, okay? That you're looking into other things that you didn't normally get, or you're working on things that you don't normally do here. And I'm getting that vibe again. I get like, we have the Three of Wands in reverse here, the Three of Pentacles in the upright, and the Sun. And I feel like if you were waiting on somebody else to like let's say, you know, you have an interest in studying, you know, ancient Asian culture or something of this sort, or the ancient Beijing Empire, and you've been begging somebody to go to some class with you to study that, and they're like, yeah, no, or maybe, okay, and that they kept saying maybe, and then it never happens. You're just going to go by yourself. That's the vibe I'm feeling there with that, okay? And because it's in some way Venusian and very fulfilling for you at this time to tap into this feeling that you're getting here, which is very, very strong with the aspects at play here, okay? And if you were waiting to work on some things that you know, you're not going to wait on certain collaborations, and in other ways I see you going and seeking out other people to collaborate with, okay? Like let's say somebody was supposed to go do such and such with you and they really have no interest in that. You may be looking for somebody else to go take a class or a course with you or something of this sort, okay? Here, or nature here that I'm seeing here, and I'm seeing it bring a lot of joy and happiness to you here. And if there was somebody you were waiting to talk to and you were waiting for them to come to you, I don't see you doing that. I see you going to them because it's going to be beneficial and joyous here with the Sun. So if there was somebody you were waiting on to come to you, I see you stopping, waiting on them, and going to them, if that makes sense here, okay? And something to do with it has to do with the fact that it makes your heart beat, okay? And for some of you, it may have to do with somebody that you realize you love. Okay, for some of you that are single, you may realize that like you have like really strong feelings for somebody, and you were like, oh, playing it cool, I'm gonna wait for them to come to me. That may turn around during this transit to you, where you're like, why am I waiting on that person to come to me when I feel this way about them, and why would I wait on this? Because it might wind up never happening if somebody doesn't say something, so I'm gonna say something. I see you doing that. Okay, for those of you that applies to in that way, okay? If you have ideas on how to, you know, find more joy in your life at this time on the areas I discussed, I see you going after those things yourself, okay? And collaborating with others to do so, but I don't see you waiting on enjoyment here of certain pleasures that you've identified fill you with joy in life. I see you wanting to like take the time to do those things more. Okay, whether that be love or a creative project or study or, you know, something here that like kind of brings you a lot of joy to look into or study or learn or spend time with here. Okay, give me this Matahari here. If the passion has been like out of your life, and this, okay, due to a lot of duties and responsibilities for a while, okay, I see that changing as well, all right, over the course of this stead. And like I said, I already mentioned how this, you know, transit of Venus will trine your 5th house, okay? That's for happiness, children, chivalry, romance that gives you butterflies, things that of this nature, and just like enjoying those things fully. If there was a place where that was cut off for a while, okay, or you were exploring your options and you didn't go after somebody that seemed sort of exotic to you in some way, for those of you that are single, but different, okay, but you were highly attracted to it, but yet you were like looking at your other options before you went after this thing. I see you dropping those options to explore this thing, okay? And for some of you, if it's just like I said, with your current partner, I see you exploring other, like, there's some sort of a foreign flair here, okay? Or taste for the foreign, which becomes rather romantic with whatever partner you have here, okay? Or there's something about a romantic partner or somebody that you find very sensual and attractive here that's different from your normal type. And if you were looking at your other options before you went after this person, I see you dropping it and going after this person. Let me know how it goes, Scorp. Let's see, I want to pull some, because I have the 10 of Swords, okay, in reverse, the 7 of Cups in reverse, and then the Page of Wands on this Matahari. For those of you that are like looking to do something exotic yourself, okay, that you normally wouldn't do, you may like take the time to do that or explore that, whatever it is, okay? Here, all right, if you know, and I see this affecting the 5th house of romance for whatever reason. I just see this playing out in your 5th house of romance, as well as like that 9th house. Even if you're not traveling, there's something here about a flavor for things that are foreign that maybe you previously shut down, or something of this sort, okay, that you want to explore, that gives you, I don't know, that gives you like a sense of that's good news for some reason, of some sort or another here, okay? And like here with this 10 of Swords, the 10 of Swords is one where like it's actually good to see the 10 of Swords in reverse, because the swords are coming out of the back. Okay, so for some of you, literally, this could be something that you used to do that you gave up on, or you used to have a love of but gave up on, to spend your time on other things that you then go back to. I don't know why I'm getting there, okay? And for others of you, this could be a Venusian-like character, all right, or person in your life that you find very sensual and attractive, but for whatever reason, you killed it in the past, the option, or the like, I don't know, maybe like there was something here that was like, oh, if I explore that, I'm really gonna love it, and then I'm gonna be addicted to it, or something of this sort. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I just am. You know, or you had something else that prevented you from exploring that, you know, that is over and dropped, and you make a decision to explore that further. Take it as it resonates. I'm just getting that. Here, again, I get this like personal private pleasures here, which is also popping up as a theme for you, that I feel like you have like an inner richness of happiness and wealth that you're able to tap into here, okay? And some of it may be private, okay? That brings you a lot of joy or pleasure around this transit for you, okay? And is rather romantic or urethral, or like 9th house, 5th house, and 12th house in nature, okay? But brings you a lot of pleasure here, okay? That you're exploring. And I feel like on this Lena Dunham, all right, everyone forgets you except you. It's okay to play hide and seek with yourself, and don't be afraid of standing on the shoulders of your parents. I don't know, I just get this like vibe here that it's okay for you to, and I already said this, explore things that, you know, you want to explore that maybe not everybody else is doing. And there may be something here about like private pleasures, whatever it is, that fill up those Venusian transits and aspects that are created right now that give you a great sense of pleasure, but they may not be things that your normal set of friends would understand, or your mate understands, or something of this sort, okay? But you don't care, because they're like filling you up in one way or another, and you find a great sense of joy in them somehow, okay? I don't know, there's something here. I mean, like, it's okay to play hide and seek by yourself. I don't know. I just feel like there's some individual fulfillment here that's going on during this transit for you, okay? Of one sort or another. Or you have somebody around you that's reminding you that it's okay to do things that are offbeat, okay? Somehow that's inspiring around this time, okay? Give me this protectiveness. No, I want this crone. Give me this crone. On this crone, I get the Mother of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Star, okay? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hi, Scorpio. Sorry about that. I wanted to say, on this Lena Dunham, I'm getting this vibe that for some of you, this may be a sibling or like younger offspring of yours. If you have older children or a teenage child or a child that's like, I don't know, I feel like this is like somebody that's like between the ages of like 16 and 20, like 4 or something. For some reason, I'm just getting this vibe. Give me this, okay? And this may have been somebody that lived in your home, okay? And you may actually have like a reconciliation with this person if it's a sibling, or this person may come back around for one reason or another during this time. And I feel like you share some sort of foundation with them, okay? They may face, hold on a second. The Four of Cups is here in reverse. So I just, hold on a second. I want to know on this, okay? Because there's some truth spoken here with this person. This figure, for those of you that this resonates with, that come about, okay? This person teaches you something though. Like, and we do learn things from older people and younger people, okay, throughout our lives, okay? They can teach us a great deal, right? I see that if this is a child of yours or a sibling of yours, okay, you may have not previously gotten along with this person, okay? And there may have been some rejection here on your part or theirs, if it's a sibling or a child here. Okay, or they may have previously been tied up. Like if this child moved out of the home or something like this, or if this is a sibling that recently left the home, okay, or something of this sort, there may have been a feeling of loss, okay, or missing that sibling, okay, but it's like the relationship transforms here a bit, okay, because of some truths that may be spoken over this period, okay, freeing you up from any feelings of imprisonment or rejection surrounding this person. Okay, I'm getting this, all right? And if you may have, you know, there may have been some deception here surrounding this person or something of this sort. If you had a rebellious sibling or something of this sort, I see them transforming over this time, okay? Or a rebellious child. I see you being able to transform your relationship a bit around this time, okay? This may be a cousin of yours. I feel like for some reason that this is a family member. That's like, you know, like I said, like either an older teenager or very young 20s. For some reason, I'm just getting this, okay? And I'm getting that it may be a family member or something. Hold on a second. But I feel like there's some conversations that give you a greater sense of stability. And for some of you, if this is your child may become like engaged, and this may make you feel dejected or rejected in some way or another, or be building their own, kind of becoming their own person, stepping into adulthood like here. And there's a feeling of dejection or rejection because of it on your part, which may or may not be expressed, you know, but like if you really cherish this person as a child and you now have them, you know, not in your home anymore. You may, you know, have missed them, having them around, okay? But I see that relationship transforming positively over this time, okay? If this is a sibling of yours, you may make up with them. Hold on a second. Yeah, I like for some of you guys, I feel like this is a child or a sibling, okay? Because I'm getting the, I'm getting that this person is like under 25 years old or very early 20s and or an older teen, and maybe like somebody just going off to college or just starting their own life or something of this sort here with this. And you get a lot of joy out of this relationship, but there may be some truths, like this person may get proposed to or have, you know, move in with like, or have some big thing happen in their lives, okay? And I don't know, there may be just some truth spoken or some, you know, kind of a cutting of the cords here with this person, because they're kind of becoming their own person, but they still give you a lot of joy. But there may have been some previous battles here with this person, okay? And I am getting like, you pulled a Seven of Swords and a Daughter of Pentacles in reverse here with this person, all right? On the Eight of Swords. Okay, and then I just asked on the Five of Swords, and I asked on the Seven of Swords, and I got Five of Swords. All right, again, making me think that this is some younger person where there was some battle, or there was some deception, or something. If you had like a fight with your sibling, or with a child here, I see that healing over this period. Very strange. But I don't know why I'm getting this, but I just am. And then on this Seven of Swords, I pulled the Five of Swords. And then when I pulled the Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords and Seven of Swords in combo are pretty strong there. But the Seven of Swords is in reverse, and so is the Five of Swords. And then I asked on that Five of Swords, and I got a Father of Wands and a Mother of Pentacles. But I got a Father of Wands in reverse. So I don't know if like, this was your sibling, like, if this was your sibling, they may have had issues with their father, or if this is your child, you may have been really and you may have been really been out of shape when they left the house or something because you missed them so bad. I don't know, there's something here, like, there's something here. And if this is your sibling, I feel like you guys, this is a character in your life that there were prior battles with, but that comes back around, or that you get back in touch with around this time, for whatever reason. And I see it as a positive thing. These are all, it's in a positive way, okay? And you may have some conversations about dejection or rejection or something like this, or you may have just had feelings about them, something here. Something here that's like healing around this time, but this person's changed a lot. Okay. Anyways, on this over here on this crone, I asked on this crone, I got the Mother of Wands, okay, indicative of somebody with significant fire placements. Does not have to be, but is indicative of a very good-looking, charismatic individual that may be offbeat and different, or into some different things, which is like putting me back over here with this something here. On this crone, I got the Mother of Wands, then I got the Seven of Wands, and then I got the Star, Aquarian energy. Why is the Seven of Wands here? There's something here, okay? For some of you Scorpio, that's arising right now, okay? Where for some of you that are single, you may have been married or with somebody that represented this Melania Trump power couple figure, or something here where, I don't know, something about the relationship was like superficial, or something here that you're like trying to block out here or trying to change, okay? And you may be, if you're still in a relationship with this person, you may be trying to heal it, okay? For others of you, it's like if you had a choice between two people, okay, and you're a masculine, or you're a feminine that's into feminines, okay? And you rejected one person in favor of another. Okay, because here, and especially if the person you rejected was different. Okay, like they had something different about them. Okay, but it was definitely not in your normal wheelhouse of what you go for, somehow. Okay, but this person is very attractive and charismatic. Okay, and maybe somewhat of a sage to you, even if they're your own age. Okay, what I see here is that, like, for some of you, that there was a rejection of one person in favor of another. All right, and that wound up being a bad decision, or you feel, for those of you that it resonates with, that that was a bad decision. And somewhere over the course of this transit, you may go back to start something with the other individual, the one that's like offbeat and different, but that you find highly attractive and sensual for some reason. That may be a little bit, there's something different or foreign about them. They don't have to be foreign. I just mean there's something different about their interests or what they do, different than your normal wheelhouse, okay? And I see, I don't know, there's just something here where you're like blocking one feminine figure out and you're going back towards another feminine figure to explore that you're highly attracted to, but that you had a previous ending with. For those of you that are single, I'm getting this, okay? And this person, like, you really find them attractive if they're the Mother of Wands, okay? This person, you know, maybe in the limelight in one way or another, okay? Or there's something offbeat and different and very sensual about them, or that you find very sensual about them, or exotic, or mystical, or something here, okay? You may have, like, dejected this person because they have a child, or you may have dejected this person because you had a child with somebody else, or like you decided again to go for one person instead of the other here, and now you feel like that's a bad decision, that you didn't make a fool's leap with the other person. For some of you, it's coming up, okay? And there's some sort of transformation that's going to come about because of this. For those of you that are single, or this scenario plummets off with, there's some sort of something here that's going to come up, that could come up over this Venus transit for you, okay? And I do see like some love themes popping in. Definitely hear the intro I did, okay? Because that is one thing that I saw happening in the sky, and you may be one of the people that are going through that, okay? Those of you that are not happily married. For those of you that are happily married, I see you just exploring, like I said, different fifth and ninth house issues, which are very like fulfilling and romantic, and like I see you exploring them on your own and with your mate here, okay? And the during this Venus transit, okay, because of this bigger change that you're going through here, okay? Take it as it resonates. Give me this Two of Cups here. Again, I'm getting this, on this Two of Cups, I'm getting this Six of Swords in reverse, and in this Tower. And there's the there's the Six of Swords over here. And this like same weird thing. If you have Virgo placements or you're dealing with a Virgo, watch Virgo. There's something here. Okay, on this Two of Cups, I just got the Six of Swords in reverse. I got the Tower, and I have the Devil. So again, there's some relationship here for those of you that are single and were playing the field or had a choice between several people or something here. You made a decision here, okay, to stay in a relationship or be in a relationship that you may now want to drop, okay? Because I see this Six of Swords in reverse here. That's telling me that like you should have moved to calmer waters, but you decided to try something specifically in regards to a relationship, which could be a love relationship for some of you. Or there is some move that needs to be made to move to calmer waters as part of your transition that has not been done, okay? That's playing out in the houses that I talked about in the beginning here, all right? And because it hasn't been done, it creates a Tower moment, all right? Which is rather unsettling, but very expected, surrounding the transits that are going to be occurring in the sky over this Venus transit that I go over in my intro and briefly touched on in the beginning here. okay? If you languish too long and don't move to calmer waters, or didn't partake in daily activities to move away from some sort of thing here, it may create a tower moment here. And I don't think it's bad, because it's falling right under this Pluto and rebirth here. So I don't think it's, and especially for a Scorpio, I don't think it's something that you don't want, okay? Because towers are attached to you as well. What is this devil here? Oh my God. Death in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, and the Chariot. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, sorry. There's something here that's real weird. Okay, not real weird. I mean, it's something to be expected, and it's like weird just that it's like playing out in the ones on the side too. But there's some move here that needs to be made, that your intuition told you needed to be made and transformed. Okay, that you didn't do. Like, you may have gone back to an ex, or you may have like chosen somebody that met all your regular standards instead of something else, or there was some sort of interference here, okay, in something else, okay, regarding something to do with your own codependency or another codependent relationship, or some sort of devil-like behavior, or a Capricorn here, okay, where it blows up here in the during this Venus transit, and the tower hits because you languished a little bit too long with somebody that you were trying to let go of, that you like, because I have literally here Death in the reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse on the devil. So, and yeah, and now I have the Eight of Pentacles. It's like you decided to work on something too long that you had an instinct that you should have ended, or something here of major thing that like needs to be let go of, that's been languishing around too long, and it has to do with a relationship, okay, or it's affecting a relationship in your life because you've languished too long on something, held on to it too tightly. Devil here also represents bondage and contracts. Also, what I told you was going to be crossing your 7th house due to this major conjunction, and is going to have, you know, the exact recipe for towers, which are going to take place between Saturn and your 7th house. And, you know, if you're a true Scorpio rising, then, you know, you have, you know, Aquarius in your 4th house, okay? And like all these structures that you've tried to hold up out of a sense of duty that are not meant for you, are that need to be transformed, are going to hit a tower here. Could, okay, in the month of, during this Venus transit. And that's exactly what I'm showing here in these cards. I'm showing that like you did not follow your intuition about a specific person or relationship, okay, about moving to calmer waters, all right, and getting away from something that you wanted to change but that you held on to here. And it may be another person, or an old relationship, or a choice between two, all right? And I'm popping here with this, you know, devil, which could be linked to Capricorn. Okay, when I asked on this, I got the 6 of Swords in reverse, the Tower, and then the Devil. And then I asked on the Devil, and I got the Death in reverse, Scorpionic energy. Okay, and you are made for transformation and rebirth. So this is, when you get the Death in reverse, it's something that should be dead, done, over, that you didn't end. And then I get the High Priestess in reverse. That's like the way it appears there. You're not following your instincts about what? The Chariot. Moving away from this person towards victory. You got the inkling that you, and you may have, if this is a person, you may have had several, like you guys may have been together several other times and it didn't work out. And then you got back together with them. For some of you, that's what this is. Okay? And now it's not working out. And that's okay, like, because you're fine with the Tower and the Death card, you know, but, you know, something blows up here. And then you're like, shit, I should have followed my instinct and left this person, or got back together with them, or something here. Okay. But right after that, I have the 6 of Wands. So the breakup is a victory. Okay? Regardless of when it actually took place, regardless if you gave it another try and then realized I made the bad decision or something, it ends up being a victory. Okay? And there's something here about some protective energy around a Queen of Wands and a Star, which is Aquarian energy. Again, healing energy, all right? Or this person's in the limelight with this other person here popping up here. This is very strange. All right, what is this 6 of Wands? Judgment, the Ten of Cups, and the Son of Pentacles. Yeah, there's like some sort of victory here, and you making a final judgment, which may cause a tower, especially it affects your home life and your contracts or long-term relationships, okay? I especially see this playing out. You know, for some of you, you know, where you went back to an ex that you've been with many times before or something of this sort. That's how I see this playing out for those of you that this resonates with, okay? But then there is some Six of Wands because of this judgment call that you made, okay? And you could be the one bringing this tower, or you could have got information. Hold on. Why is the Tower here? Five of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Because something, again, this goes back to that Lovers in reverse over here and this Two of Swords in reverse. It's like you didn't take a full sleep with one person. Instead, you got back together with an ex. And that ended up being a bad decision because you missed an opportunity and a victory, or you feel like you did, or something here about leaving somebody else out in the cold. Or somebody else leaving you out in the cold here in a major relationship where you're like, shit, I knew I shouldn't have fucking tried with you. It's just what I'm getting, Scorpio. Okay, but it's here, it happened. So for those of you that it's resonating with, I see it blowing up here. You know, and it may be you blowing it up, because I got two signs for Scorpionic energy, all right? And then I have the High Priestess and the Chariot, okay? Pisces and Cancer energy here. Major arcana with Death in the reverse on the Devil. Okay, it could play out in various ways, okay, but there was some sort of interference here in something that's not fair or not right here that blows up here, and it was caused by your relationship with somebody else here somehow. Okay. All right, but then you hit this victory, and it's because of a judgment you make about your own happiness, okay? Family happiness, everyday happiness, home life, love. Ten of Cups is ultimate everyday fulfillment here. Son of Pentacles indicates that, like, on this victory, you've made a judgment call about your ultimate happiness in family life and home life here. Ten of Cups is have it all in a happy home, happy life here, okay? And there may have been something here where you thought that this other person would make you happy, or it was your old, you know, a prior relationship that you tried to get back into, and then it didn't work out. And then, but then you make the judgment call here that you know, I'm going to chase my own victory, and it's like judgment, Ten of Cups, and this Son of Pentacles, meaning you're going to take action. And now I have the Empress falling out. Okay, this is about another divine feminine figure. Okay, somebody else. Okay, or you are this, or this is just, you know, it's highly tied to, the Empress is highly tied to Venus, okay, which obviously this is on Venus's transit, so I see this happening throughout Venus, and it may have to do with, again, choosing one feminine over the other, and then one of those may have been an ex or something, and then, you know, going through this realization and transformation, and it could be because of something else that happened here that you weren't aware of, because I do see the Tower here that you then find out about, and or you bring down the Tower yourself, or the aspects in the sky, because that's what the universe does. If we don't move on from things that are meant to be moved on for our soul's growth and path, the universe will come around to bring a Tower on those things if we don't act ourselves, you know, and that's the universe's way of protecting us. Okay, what is this Seven of Cups? Three of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Hangman, again with the Neptune and Piscean energy, as well as Virgo and Gemini, and you had Gemini stuff over here. There's something here, again, like you are putting yourself in a higher place of consciousness, and it could involve around friendships and collaborations, but the Magician's here, so it's like you're looking to manifest better friendships and collaborations and how to fill your cup here, but you're also engaged in a time of serious thought. And I pulled the Three of Pentacles on the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles is the very next card here. And I got this Three of Pentacles down here on this Ernest Hemingway. Remember I told you that? And I know I had a Three of Pentacles, and I had a, yeah, on this Seven of Cups. I feel like I had a Seven of Cups somewhere else. Did I have a Seven of, hang on. What is this Three of Pentacles here? I feel like I need another deck. Okay, for those of you, you know, I mean, for whatever reason, I'm popping with a story that I can't ignore here. For others of you, this may just have to do with a bad choice in some major partnership that's affecting these other house accesses, where you were like, we should have done this, and instead you guys did that, and it was the wrong thing to do, and now you're regretting it, and now you got to make a move here to fix some shit or get some shit right, because there's some issues here. Okay. On this Three of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you're letting go of somebody here, especially for those of you that I said got back together with an ex and it didn't work out. You, like, now the Tower is coming, you're chasing something else. You are in a period of contemplation here on this first aisle about it. But there's healing, and it may be around contracts and or a significant friendship or relationship, or rebuilding a foundation with somebody that's independent, or you having your independence and rebuilding a foundation following a Tower and letting go of things that you were holding on to too long. Four of Pentacles in reverse. And when I get the freaking Death card in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse, and I had the Six of Swords in reverse over here too, that's something you knew, you had these instincts, that's what this is telling me, or it involves another person that you wanted to go towards, okay, with this Piscean, Cancerian energy here that you didn't, all right? And you languished too long in something that should have been wrapped up or ended already now. And you may have languished too long in that because of somebody else's influence on you or another relationship you had. Holy shit, okay. But here with this Three of Pentacles, I see you healing and rebuilding some sort of, a lot of self-care around a foundation, okay? And I do have independence indicated here, pre-Empress, Virgo energy with this Nine of Pentacles. Again, indicating that, like, especially for those of you that went back to an ex, and then that's going to kind of blow up over this period. Some point for some of you it could, okay? But I see it healing and you letting go of, like, that, okay? If this was just like an ex you could never let go of and kept going back to, or kept somewhere here, I see rebuilding here, okay? And creating a protective nest at home. This could be revolving around a friendship, you know? Whatever it is here, it's pretty big. Ace of Cups here. On this Visitor and the Mirror, popping with the Ace of Cups, which is usually new love or new creativity, divine gift from above, okay? All right, I want this, what's this, what's this mirror? I want to know who this mirror is, okay? Because you are popping with, okay? But a lot of you, this was a bad choice in love or about something else, because I had the Lovers in reverse over here, the Two of Swords in reverse over here. That's like also indicative of standing at a crossroads too long, or having the blindfold on and not seeing reality about what a fool's leap, either about a baby child or about, again, a choice in love here where you feel like you made the wrong choice and that you languished too long here. Okay, what's this mirror? King of Swords, Death in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. On this mirror, there's somebody here you're mirroring with. And maybe this other person or this other person. The Magician. Holy shit. On this King of Swords, I get Death in reverse and the Magician in reverse on this mirror. Something that went on that you don't approve of here. Okay? When I see the Magician in reverse, again, I mean, that's usually manipulative behavior or dark magic. Okay, and when I say dark magic, it's just manipulative behavior. Can it involve lying, cheating, stealing? Yeah, it can. With intention, like if it was a motive crime, you would definitely be in the first degree here with the Magician in reverse. Well thought out manipulation. Okay, with the Death in reverse, it's almost like something about this ending or this wrap up that should have happened a long time ago. It's like, and I have a King of Swords and the Magician popping up here. Okay, something about this wrap up that should have happened long ago. It's like this person mirrors a lot of negative traits in yourself or something. You've just outgrown this relationship. Okay, you've outgrown this relationship. Okay, and you two were mirroring each other in negative ways here. Take it as it resonates, okay? And like, for whatever reason, what's this Ace of Cups? On this Ace of Cups, I get the Eight of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. There's, again, some other person that you did not bring an apology or love offer here to, or something here that you felt like you made the wrong choice or something here. All right? And, you know, their feelings for this person are a heavy burden, or something to do with this divine gift, and communication is a heavy burden. It could be because you feel like you're going to have to talk about some things that happened or went down, and the thought of it is really scary. So though you want the Ace of Cups, and though you want to bring an offer of love or a romantic offer here of some sort or another, the burden of thinking about communicating or traveling towards this person and having to talk about whatever happened, if there was any wrongdoing on your part, is it's a heavy weight. But you're going to drop the baggage to do it, because I see that you have to drop the baggage to conduct this, and that other relationship may have been part of the baggage here. What's the Magician here in the upright? Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, and the King of Cups. Holy shit. Some of you on this Magician, like, you're using your own tools here now to block out any cattiness or interference in your love life. King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Piscean energy here. Okay, I do see, you know, to manifest what you want. That's going through a transition, okay? So I feel like, again, that there was some manipulation. It may have not just been on one person's part. It may have been on your part, another person's part, and another person's part. Multiple people involved, okay? And whatever went down, and then it ended up being the wrong choice or something here. What's this Death? Queen of Cups. I got a divine pair. Five of Pentacles and the Princess of Cups. Again, there's somebody here that you left out in the cold that you have a lot of love for. And again, I feel for some of you, it was a choice between two people. And now this is transforming, okay? Because you want to bring an offer. So now the second Six of Swords has to do with going back to another person that maybe you rejected. Or something here. You may have left them on red. Something here. Something here, Scorp. What is this Six of Swords in reverse here? Four of Pentacles, because you're still Four of Swords, and the frickin' Empress. Yeah, this is somebody else that you've held on to, that you didn't want to let go of, that you now want to go back to heal things, because you haven't been able to let go of them. But you may have shut this person off or turned this person down because of getting back together with an ex, or interference of another kind, including any kind of codependency or devil-like behavior, or bondage, or other contracts or dealings that interceded with this relationship, or the pursuit of it. It's just what's popping in the cards here. Okay, what is this? Okay, and you're shutting that down because now you're going to go turn the boat around towards this other person that you went away from. And it may be this, like I said, I saw two things over here. That's crazy how it played out in those two. And it's because this person makes your heart beat, right? This is like something magical about this person. And like there's something about this. Don't allow Taurus into your own private Paris. To love someone and mean it is a rare and valuable thing. And treasure those seconds when you felt your heart beating. This other person made your heart beat, but also scared the shit out of you. Also is out of your own wheelhouse of what you normally typically go for. And you dejected them and got back together with an ex that may have looked good on the surface or met all your something boxes of like you felt like you were empowered by having this person, and this person may have felt more empowered by having you. But the relationship was a heavy burden that you're dropping here with the Ten of Wands in reverse here. And you're like blocking this person, and then this Page of Cups is headed some other way here. So These have not like, okay, let's go here. What's this Two of Pentacles down here? These readings have been so involved. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Judgment. I told you I thought that this Queen of Wands is related here. This Queen of Wands, I think, is this other person over here, this Matahari person. Two of Pentacles, we get the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Judgment. There's some sort of decision or dropping of juggling or something here. Hold on, that's my door. All right, Scorp. So there's something here about cleaning out your space here in this first aisle. And it may be because you now go through a second or third or fourth or fifth or whatever number it is, breakup with this other individual that it looks like you may have gotten back together with. Okay, and then you're healing your home space or clearing out your home space and letting go of that and getting back to a space of independence here. I see that with protective nest, okay? What is this protective nest? King of Pentacles, there, yeah, the World, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You are like not going to give to this prior ex anymore. So if this was somebody that like had open access to your house and would come in or out, or you continued to have some sort of relationship with this person, you know, it was an ex you still slept with, that then you got back together with, whatever the hell it is, that cycle's ending. And I also see protective nest with King of Pentacles, the World, and Six of Pentacles in reverse. So if there was another masculine figure here, especially if it was a boss-like figure or somebody you worked with, you may have also had to cut that person out, close the cycle on it, okay? For others of you, yeah, the Tower just fell out on that. For others of you, you may be this boss-like figure and have also been tied up with this person in a work collaboration or partnership that you also have to close out to make a protective nest to move forward here, which I see you doing, and I see you not giving in that prior thing anymore as part of your protective nest. King of Pentacles, the World, and Six of Pentacles in reverse, okay? What is this? And then it looks like when you're complete with that, okay, then you have this Visitor card, this mirroring card, okay, so and then you also have this overflowing cup of love here with the Ace of Cups. All right, and it looks to be related, again, this is just popping up for you, to this other person, this who may be this Queen of Wands. You may have protected this individual, or this individual is highly protected spiritually. Something here with that. Okay, and then like I said, there may be something very exotic about this person. Anyway, like I said, and then over here, you know, over here, hold on a second. There may be, there's more coming. Hold on. Over here with this visitor, you may be bringing somebody into your home or going to see them or you, them, or them, you, and it could be a love interest. Could be this other love interest, okay? But I see you clearing like out old shit before you do that, or you did that, or that happened. And so this stuff is, I mean, this is the Venus transit here. Okay, so this stuff is all occurring. Okay, but there's something here about you, this mirror thing, where you feel very guilty about what happened. Okay, especially if you have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. And you're here to check on your ascendant or your moon or your rising, and you also have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. This is you on this mirror. You feel bad about this death in the reverse and languishing over it too long, and some other things that you did that may have been manipulative. Okay, that has also held you back out of fear, okay, for going towards this other person that I see that you actually have a lot of love for, but you actually had to, like I said, have this Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, and then the King of Cups, and I told you, that's like blocking out. And I have the Magician. So you're using your tools to make a protective nest and to block out any interference to be able to go after this other interest here, which you see as an Empress, which also presents as a Queen of Wands here. Okay? Because I have a King and Queen of Cups here. All right? So there's some massive transformation on this end too that you need to do here. That's happening. I mean, it's here. And then I see you over here with the Sword, Ishtar, and the Shapeshifter. And I told you Hold on a second. I see, I mean, you are going through some massive transformation here with this, okay? On this Two of Pentacles, I get the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Judgment. So it's like you either stop juggling or you make a choice here, and it's a massive choice. When I have this shapeshifter here, it's like your whole everything is changed here. Okay, I mean, it already was all over this too. Hold on, what's this shapeshifter? Again, the shapeshifter, I feel like is you like getting the balls to go back after something that you want, somebody you may have kept your eye on. I have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Like you're dropping your own feelings of self-imprisonment, self-imposed prison, or any other imprisonments or restrictions that others placed on you that caused you interference here, that then you made this other choice that then you regretted, and then the Tower blew on it. Okay? Huh. You're reading Sagittarius, Virgos. These have just gotten really long, and sorry if I seem tired. I need a shot of coffee. All right, hold on. What's this Knight of Pentacles? This is a big transit. I knew it was a big transit because of this Mars-Uranus thing. That's why I did a special on it. Okay, what is this Knight of Pentacles here? I may have to go in a second because I have this air guy here. Holy shit. On the Knight of Pentacles, I get the Five of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. And then I have the Page of Pentacles here. What's this Page of Pentacles? It's like now you're going to move towards this person who, for you or your own personal happiness, represents Miss Sunshine here. Okay, and this red garden is here where the exploration may start. Just saying. I'm just saying. What is this Page of Pentacles? Nine of Cups, King of Wands. Are you dealing with a Virgo, man? Yeah. Ten of Pentacles. You are exploring new family relationships and you're going after them very, very hard, and you're designing them after your own wish fulfillment insofar as choosing a mate is concerned. Nine of Cups, King of Wands, Ten of Pentacles on the Page of Pentacles. You may feel like, hold on, what is this moon here? Again, anything that occurs this month is well thought out. This moon here is showing up with the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Five of Cups. You juggled somebody and there's a lot of sadness and mourning and loss dealing with it, about it, and like it cut off the love tie here. And there's a lot of emotions behind it and secrets here, okay? All right, but I see them, you know, working out. It's just that you have a lot of pain due to it, whatever went down here. There's a lot of mourning and pain here to do with it. And this Ace of Cups in reverse, you feel like you lost an opportunity. I don't see that you did here. This person, you're going to have to go to this person and share your emotions and share the truth for those of you that this is resonating for. There may be a sense of, hold on a second. What's this? Oh my God, I need another deck. What's this Miss Sunshine here? I see you doing it. It's all over this thing. I saw it before, okay? On this, if you have a child that is a girl, this child may be represented by this over here. Even though I said she was like late teens, she might be a preteen. And like there may have been some shit in the house, like shit in the house. There's truth spoken about shit in the house, like especially if you had to break up with somebody and then it causes like a ruckus in the house, or you are afraid of it upsetting a child. That's getting worked on here and here. Okay? What is this Miss Sunshine here? Yeah, like you're freeing yourself from any self-imposed imprisonments here by the end of this transit here, and it very much frees you up. The Sun, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. You're making slow steps to heal things and bring sunshine back into your life. To have the Sun and the Star together, though, again, tells me that there may be somebody here that has like, is a performer or in the public eye in one way or another. Hold on a second. Okay, I also have Leo and Aquarius indicated here. All right, we also had a Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Wands, King of Cups, King of Swords. Major Arcana for all the ones I said, okay? Pisces, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer showing up here. Pisces showed up like 3 times here. Let me see. Anyway, I guess you hit the category that I went over in the intro about like stories of true love and major issues with true love playing out over the course of this Eight of Swords. Somebody you've been blocked off from. Okay, for those of you that are single or have been through multiple breakups and some options here, this one's you. Okay? And I said that in the intro. Go back and listen to that intro because there's some, you know, mythology that I go over there about what I saw playing out, okay? You look like one of the players of this playing out. It looks good for you in the end, okay? It does, okay? It's deeply transformative, okay? There's going to be deep feelings involved with it here, partly because you feel like you made an error. Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Moon. The advice from the universe is Ace of Cups, to go after that divine gift, love, overflowing, abundance, whatever. Knight of Pentacles, slow, reliable steps, but go after it. The Moon. Follow your instincts and your emotion here. Okay? All right? Also may have Cancer or Pisces in one or both of your charts. There's a deep well of emotions here. It wants you to like take the dive and make steps to deal with it, to do it. That's the advice from the universe for those of you that this resonated with, okay? With this house on the 17 of Swords here, there is like fear of slander or gossip there with that, or the possibility of it. I don't see it slowing you down, not with Ishtar here, all right, and not with this shapeshifter here, and not with these blockades that you are implementing and putting up to protect your own love life now, and go after what you want and not let other people interfere with it, whatever they may be. Looks kind of complex, okay? Okay, this is not for, this reading did not pop out for like a happily married individual. Those of you that it did, I went over that, okay? This is like a major transition in your business partnerships and work life, okay? But there is a definitive theme here with somebody who got back together with an ex here or something here. Anyway, let me know how it goes. See you later, Scorpio. I also wanted to say on this Manahari, okay, it's like this person was under fire somehow. She was a French spy for the Allies during the war. Something here happened real weird here, okay? For the Scorpios of you that this is popping up for, okay? There's some sort of shit show that happened here, okay? And for some of you, it relates to you maybe falling for somebody you weren't supposed to fall for, but you did. And then somehow you betrayed that person. Okay? And there's some other person here involved here. A couple people. Anyway, you're cutting it off. Cutting it off and you're fixing it. Okay? See you fixing it. What is this red garden? I didn't pull on that. What is this red garden? King of Cups. Two of Wands. King of Wands, Ten of Cups. For those of you that this story resonated with, you are head over heels in love with this person. And you are not happy in your current home life or whatever you did there, nor with whatever you did to this person. And also on this person, I want you to, it says your true friends see through your disguises. This person may have saw right through you. And you may be afraid to approach this person for a long time because of that and gone back to something else. And it was hollow and it didn't work out, and now the tower's going to strike down on it. But this is all stuff that happened before this, if that makes sense, before this transit, although the shit seems to be hitting the fan over the transit, and then you seem to be making changes to go do what you want to do here. For those of you that Venusian love story plays out for, and definitely listen to my intro for those of you that did, okay? It's on the same playlist, linked in the description box below by Scorpio. I got to read you your oracle cards, okay? And down here you had the shapeshifter as well. You got alchemy and coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for optimal ability to create the reality we desire. And you got alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of magic that we hold inside. Each one of us has potential to access ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform miracles of transmutation. And I do see that happening here for you with this shapeshifter. And it happened here and here. So it's an ongoing process here. Okay? Don't give up, Scorpio.